Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and today we're going to talk about the stripper deck. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here today. We're going to talk about the stripper deck. The stripper deck is a trick deck. You could also call it a magic deck or a gaff deck. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I think sometime in your magical career, right, if you've been a magician for any amount of time, you've probably come across this trick deck. I know when I was a kid, you could pick them up at the 5 and dime, or you could pick them up at a local teacher supply store, or later on in life they started popping up at the dollar store, right? And I'm sure if you've purchased a magic kit in the past, or someone gave you a magic kit as a gift, there was probably a stripper deck inside of that. And I think inevitably what happens is you play with it for a little while, right? The uniqueness of it wears off. You weren't taught how to use it properly, and you weren't given enough instructions, and so something like this just goes right to the bottom of your drawer. What I want to make an argument for today is the stripper deck is a very powerful tool in your magician's tool belt. Very powerful tool, and it can do a lot of amazing tricks. Now, we looked at the Svengali deck in the past as a gaff deck and try to introduce you to that and kind of give you some more information about that. But the thing with the Svengali deck is it only has one force card. So it's a one and done type trick, whereas the stripper deck, you can use this as your regular everyday deck. You can do regular card tricks with a stripper deck. Plus, you can tap into the deck's secret power and utilize it for how it was built. So I just kind of want to give you some more information and maybe help you in your stripper deck journey. First of all, it's also called a wizard deck sometimes, and some magicians call it a tapered deck. And really, calling it a stripper deck, the reason why we call it that, it's because of how the cards are made, right? They are stripped in a wedge cut. Now, there are other types of stripper decks, right? There's different cuts on them, but most of us are familiar with the wedge cut, and they're stripped. That's how we refer to it. They're stripped into a wedge cut. And so I just got these out. This is the automatic deck, or the Deland's magic deck. This is the one I remember growing up, getting from the dollar store. These are the same Magic they're made by Magic Ink, right? And it's that same Magic Ink quality. Do you remember the back design looked like that? It was a bunch of wheels. And they're really cheap paper. It doesn't feel well, the wedge cut. It works, but I'm sure, the cards get a little clumpy over time. You can actually, if you like that deck, I want to say, if you like that deck, you can get the Deland $100 deck cut by Bicycle. So you can get the same exact stripper deck on Bicycle stock. Look at that. It's way smoother, way better handling cards, but it's going to have all that same familiarness that you have with the Deland deck. And they're also marked. These are also marked cards. So if you like that kind of thing, I just want you to know that you can get a better one. But that is my first recommendation, okay? That's my first piece of advice. My first piece of advice is get a better deck. Get a better one. If you got this deck from the dollar store, or you got it from a magic set, I'm pretty sure you don't have a good quality tapered deck. So mine, I keep in a little box. I have it labeled because it looks exactly like all my other decks, and I don't want to lose it. So my stripper deck is wedge cut from a magic company that uses Bicycle cards. Okay, and you can buy these at penguinmagic.com. So if you go down to Penguin Magic, you can just find a Bicycle stripper deck. You can get it in blue, you can get it in red. There's a white seal on it so that you know it's a gaff deck, the trick deck, right? But it's going to be the back design that everyone's familiar with. And it's going to be on cards that are built to last, and cards that no one will suspect is a trick deck. The thing with these other decks is they don't look anything like decks that people would find either in their home or in the store. These funny back designs, they kind of look a little sus, right? And so you don't want that. You don't want any heat on your deck at all. So my first piece of advice is get a better deck. Get a stripper deck that's wedge cut so that you can find the secret, really easily. It's gonna give you it. It has a lot better action, right? What's the difference between a cheaper guitar and an expensive guitar, right? You want that action, right? A cheaper car or a faster car. You want that action, that responsiveness, and so you're going to get that from a bicycle deck. Okay, so if this is something that you're interested in and you like trick decks and you liked the idea of the stripper deck, my first suggestion is get a better one. Okay, get a better one. They're not expensive. They're not expensive at all. Second piece of advice is get better instruction or get a book, right? You need to get a book. Chances are when you got this deck from the dollar store, it came with a little piece of paper, right? Just a little piece of paper of instructions. That's not enough, or if it came in a magic kit, you got a booklet, but that booklet only had a few card tricks in it and the rest were, sponge balls and paddle tricks. You need more instruction with this. You need to be shown that there is a world of possibility out there, not just, the 3 or 4 tricks that somebody showed you. So I have 3 books to show you, okay? 3 books. And we're gonna look at beginner, intermediate, and advanced, okay? Because I realize there's all types of skill level out there. So the first one is this right here. You can just get a really simple little pamphlet book. It's not that long, but as you can see, it says 101. 101 amazing magic tricks with a stripper deck. Okay, and this is from Royal Magic. I picked this up at penguinmagic.com. I think it was less than $2. So for less than $2, I get 101 tricks, right? Now, granted, I'm not gonna do all 101 tricks. They're not all gonna be winners, but reading through this book is gonna open your eyes to all the things that deck can do. I mean, just think, you can go to Penguin, right? Let me get this deck back out again. You can go to Penguin Magic. You can get yourself a better stripper deck and a book, right? You can get both of these things and start to greatly improve your game, okay? So for beginners, right? This is for beginners. I would suggest getting a nice little small book like this. And they make these books, Royal Magic makes these for everything. So you can get a book like this for the Svengali deck. You can get a book like this for just regular card tricks, right? I've got one that just teaches regular card tricks. I've got one of these books that teaches sponge balls. So anything you're interested in, you should definitely pick up a book to give yourself some more information. All right, so that's for beginners. For an intermediate, okay, I would say this is what you need. You need the Encyclopedia of Card Tricks from Gene Huggard. Now, this is the hardback, okay? You don't have to get the hardback. There's a paperback out there. You can even find the paperback book on Amazon, okay? So this is what you want, the Encyclopedia of Card Tricks, especially if you like all kinds of card tricks. So you like stripper decks, but you like Svengali deck, but you also want to be able to do tricks with a normal deck of cards. That's where this comes in. This is really going to be the card magician's Bible. If I were just going to go through the table of contents really quick, you're going to see all kinds of stuff. So right away, there's miscellaneous card tricks, spelling tricks, you do as I do, key cards, slick cards, double back cards, double face cards, one-way back design, reverse cards, math tricks, pre-arranged packs, and here's your whole chapter on Svengali decks, and here's a whole chapter on stripper decks. There's tons, I'm looking at 30, 40, 50 tricks in here with the stripper deck, okay? Then you got special packs, miscellaneous tricks, sleights, card systems. So this is a fantastic resource. I go back to this book time and time again, and when I was younger, when I was just starting out, I wore my paperback down to the binding because this was always with me. This is a great resource if you're an intermediate, especially if you want to learn multiple things for multiple decks, or you just want to learn more and more about card tricks, but you want it in the easy format. This is a great resource. All right, so that was beginner, this was intermediate. Now let's look at advanced. Okay, so you're a magician, you've been around the block, you're perfectly adept at doing stripper decks, but then you just kind of feel like, you know what, I graduated, I moved on. That's kid magic. I'm a professional now, or or whatever. Let me just recommend a book. Okay, so this is A New Angle by Ryan Plunkett and Michael Feldman. This book is insane. It is insane. There might be a trailer out for this. There might be. I would suggest you go and watch it, or at least go to the ad copy and read some of the testimonials and read the ad copy for this book, because this is the kind of book that elevates your stripper deck game immeasurably. This is like, if you were just an athlete and you were exercising every day and trying to prepare for something to get better just by making yourself stronger, this book would be like as if we had turned you into the Bionic Man or the Bionic Woman, right? This is going to be robot parts put into your body to make you just above and beyond everybody else. These are magician foolers, okay? If a magician was watching you do any of these tricks, they wouldn't even know that you are using a tapered deck. They would have no clue, because the tricks in here are just so insane. And I think there's there's over 20 tricks in here. I'm pretty sure is what I remember. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, there's over 20 tricks. So over 20 tricks in this. And again, they're amazing, amazing tricks, okay? Start building yourself a library. If books are not your thing, all right? And I understand. If books are not your thing, there's another thing you can do. So when you're at Penguin Magic, let's say you go to Penguin Magic and you buy yourself a new deck. You could also buy a video, and I think it's just called Stripper by Oz Perlman. Okay, Stripper by Oz Perlman. Make sure you select the drop down and buy video only. Okay, buy video only. Do not buy don't buy the video and the deck. Okay, because I don't think they don't give you a bicycle deck with it. I don't believe so. Some people have said the deck that comes with it is cheap. So just buy the video download. The video download's, I think, $15, okay? So you can buy the video download for $15. Then you'll have Oz Perlman teaching you. It's a little bit of an older video, but the tricks are still solid. So if you're more of a video learner, I would suggest getting that, okay? But But again, I think I would more like to see you start building a library. So again, those are my two suggestions, right? Get a better deck and get some books, or get some better teaching, get some better instruction. I think that would really help you out a lot. And as always, the comments are open. So if you have some great advice yourself, if while I was talking, you either thought of a resource or something that's out there that could help people, definitely post it below. That's the great thing about the internet, is we can all share ideas. And so if you have an idea to share, please post a polite comment below. And if you also came to this video and you have questions, right? You have questions about learning or about stripper decks or anything magic related at all, please feel free to post your question below. I will answer all those questions for you, okay? On this YouTube channel, my job is to help, okay? So I'm trying to help you. If I can teach in any way, I want that opportunity. So no question is too simple and no question is too complicated, okay? Please, if I can't answer it, I'm sure somebody else can. So we definitely want to make sure that you get your questions answered. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.